any 147-pound champion would jump in the opportunity to fight Canelo, not because they think they can beat Canelo. It's because the reward is big. It's a big reward. You fight Canelo, you're gonna make money. Right now, Canelo he's the cash cow of the sport, and that's why everybody wants to fight Canelo, because it's a good payday, like he says. Now, anybody that wants to fight Canelo, that's why Canelo says all they want is payday. But at the same time, it's boxing. You get paid for your job. It's your job, right? And after the Bivol fight, Bivol beat him clear, and like he says, if we get a rematch, I'll give him a rematch any weight he wants. I'll fight him at 168. I'll fight him at 172. Any catch weight he wants, I'll fight him. If he don't want to lose his belts, if he don't want to put his belts on the line, we'll fight, at a catch weight. So there's no belts involved, and he keeps his belt. But Canelo, he comes back with all he wants is money. Well, of course, it's a job, Everybody fights for money. That's how you make a living. But a lot of people don't understand. Everybody thinks, they just want to fight because they want to make money. Well, that's why everybody fights. That's our payday. That's how we pay our bills. That's how we bring the food to the table, But I don't think Canelo will give Bivol a rematch because he knows that it's not going to be easy, and more likely on the next one he'll get hurt.
Yeah, and speaking about Canelo and Bivol, it seemed like in the beginning, maybe weeks removed from him fighting Bivol, it seemed like he really wanted the fight. So are you saying, in your opinion, you feel like Canelo does not want that fight? He doesn't have the urgency to rematch Bivol?
Canelo has his plans, and Bivol is not in one of his plans, because he knows, and his team knows. I mean, everybody around Canelo knows that there is no way that he could beat Bivol in a rematch. That's the reason why, they'd rather go around him, fight somebody else with a good record, another Charlo down the road. You never know, I don't even think he's going to fight Benavidez anytime soon. Benavidez is a big threat for him. It's a big threat for him. Benavidez is a tough fighter. He doesn't have that killer power, but he has volume. He's big. He has no respect, Even though I think there will be a great fight, to me it's a 50-50 because Canelo, the fact that Benavidez is taller, I think Canelo will attack the body and he will hurt him and slow him down. But like I said, Benavidez is not an easy fight either. He's tough, but I don't think Canelo will give Benavidez a fight anytime soon. It all depends on the outcome of the next fight, because Benavidez has a really tough fight in front of him. Demetrius Andrade is not a pushover. I know Demetrius Andrade for many, many years. He's also a fight that should have been fighting Canelo a long time ago, and Canelo went around him too, because at one point he was a mandatory for Canelo's titles, and they avoid him. Obviously there's not much on the table if he fights Demetrius Andrade, because people don't know who Demetrius Andrade is, so they'll go around him and find other opponents. But Demetrius Andrade is a great fighter, very, very technical. He has power and very smart fighter. That's the reason why they avoid him. But I just think that everything is based on the outcome of Demetrius and Benavidez, and then they'll start talking about the outcome and what's good and what's not good for Canelo.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago, Canelo mentioned, he was alluding to Andre not having a resume, and he was kind of alluding also to Benavidez not having a resume. Do you feel that with having Caleb Plant under his belt now, and possibly if he wins this fight against Bivol, do you think that Benavidez deserves a fight against Canelo next year?
Well, everybody has a resume. I mean, come on. If Demetrius Andrade is the number one mandatory challenger for Canelo's belt, he has a resume. Not anybody is the number one, is ranked number one for the WBO, WBA, WBC. You gotta have a resume to be on the top, But that's just the way it's saying. He built his way up to becoming the number one challenger for the title. So with that being said, he has a resume behind him. But what Canelo means is he's trying to say he never fought anybody with a name, With a name means, come on. I mean, he has a record. He has, 20-some fights or whatever. But those fights were well-earned fights, were wins. So, we'll just wait to see what Canelo has in his pocket, under his sleeve, for his next fight and the next. But I just honestly don't think that. I mean, as much as we tried, Dimitri Bivol told him, hey, we'll fight in any way you want, whenever you want. And they just keep ignoring him, which means, it's a good sign that he doesn't want nothing to do with Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol is nowhere near his plans.